Hello, football fans. Welcome to Fred Brown Stadium here at Defiance High School, the neutral site selected by the OHSAA to be the host for tonight's high school football action. Week number 12, that means a regional semifinal matchup, as it is the Aces of Hicksville set to face off against the Region 22 top seed Findlay Liberty Benton here tonight. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. And with me tonight, John Piasecki on the camera, and Ben Vandeboss is with me, and he'll be piping in every now and then on the color commentator's microphone. And we are thrilled to be here. It's a terrific facility on a very, very bitterly cold Friday night for a big football game. Aces coming into this game, 9 wins on the season, 2 defeats, 10-1, Liberty Benton. And both these teams, both coaches saying that these are very evenly matched and pretty similar squads and pretty similar football teams. So we're going to see how things go tonight. Again, when you get to this level, there aren't any slouches left in the playoffs. So we're anticipating a good football game here tonight. I want to say a big thank you, first off, to Jerry Beauty, the tournament coordinator here at Hicksville, or at Defiance, giving us space. We're up here on the second level of the press box, a good vantage point, making us feel very welcome. Nice hospitality suite here. So I want to thank Coach Beauty and everybody here at the Defiance High School Athletic Department for making us feel very, very welcome. Also, I want to thank our broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible. Of course, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. And our playoff football sponsors, our underwriters, we want to say a big thank you to the Hicksville Athletic Boosters, the Hicksville Rotary Club, our good friends at Community Memorial Hospital, Alliance Tax Services, and also the First Federal Hicksville branch, Crawl Insurance, and the Hicksville Bank. So thanks to all of them. As we get ready to get things underway, Benton is going to be kicking off to the Aces to get this game started. 12 minutes on the clock, and here we go. It's a low hopper. It's scooped up by number 7, Landon Turnbull. And Turnbull out across the 40-yard line. So the Aces are going to be at about the 42-yard line to get things started here. People still coming into the press box. You can hear the doors slamming behind us as people come and go. Here we go. Jake Greer gets him to jump. Hard count, and right away, 5 the easy way for the Aces. They'll go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 5. As Greer gets him to jump off sides. That moves the ball out to the 47-yard line. Again, it'll be 1st and 5 for the Aces. 3 wide receivers out near side towards us, 1 on the far side. Greer puts the ball in the air, and that's going to be overthrown. Intended receiver was number 2, Parker Thiel. It was about 3 or 4 feet beyond Thiel's grasp. So that'll be incomplete, and then make it 2nd and 5. Greer again going to work out of the shotgun, and again, about the same setup as on the previous play, but this time it's going to be a run. Handoff up the middle, and Comiso's going to go, actually not Comiso. That's going to be Aaron going nowhere. So Nathan Aaron might have got half a yard. Call it 3rd and 4. Snap, dropping back. All in the air. Caught on the far sideline and brought down. And that was that Thiel that made the grab? Nope, I take that back. Number 8, Langham. As you can tell, we're up quite a ways and far away, so some of the numbers kind of blur together from this distance, but we'll do our best. And they're Liberty Benton saying that they've got the ball. And they do not. So the Aces hang on to the ball. They manage to work themselves down inside the 15-yard line. Greer hanging on to the ball himself. Greer inside the 10 down to about the 9. So the Aces in the red zone. They're going to have a 3rd and about 3 to work with here. As again, Greer gets him down near the 9-yard line on the quarterback keeper. Call comes in from Coach Lucas Smith on the sideline. Ball handed off, turning the corner. Peyton Tunis. Tunis battling down inside the 5.
4-yard line.
So Tunis should get them a 1st and goal at about the 4-yard line. Well, they're going to say he got down to the 3. So Peyton Tunis gets him a fresh set of down. It's 1st and goal for the Aces. Again, ball at the 3-yard line. Split back on either side of Greer. And the ball loose, and that time I think Liberty Benton did get it. Yep, they did. Greer tried to hand it off. I think it was, I can't tell whether it was Comiso or Aaron. I think it was Comiso that lost the handle on the football. Pops loose, and Liberty Benton, Eagles jump on it. And we'll get our first look at their offense. They've got it deep in their own territory at their own 8-yard line. Their quarterback, Austin May, senior. May going to hang on to it himself. Works his way through, and he breaks free, and this could be trouble for the Aces. trying to catch him, and they finally get him out of bounds inside Hicksville's 40-yard line. Peyton Tunis chases him down. So first down and 10 from the 38-yard line of the Aces for the Liberty Benton Eagles here. Handoff to number 6, Will Poling. And Poling is going to scamper into the end zone as he got around the corner and just outran everybody. Will Poling, the 6-foot senior, into the end zone for 6. And the Eagles take the early lead here with 9:09 to go in our first quarter. Again, it's Division 6 Regional Semifinal action here from Defiance's Fred Brown Stadium. Glad to have you here with us tonight. Their kicker, Eli Heister, puts the ball up. Nice kick, and that's good. Extra point is good. And the Eagles go up 7-0. Again, 9:09 to go here in our opening quarter. Aces got all the way down to the 3-yard line before they turned it over. And Liberty Benton wasted no time making the fumble burn as they marched down the field in short order. Only takes them a couple of plays, and they're in the end zone. So that'll give the Aces defensive coaching staff some things to think about here. Liberty Benton with a large roster of players. I think they've got about 30 more guys on their team than Defiance does.
Yeah, I think it's 50.
All right.
Because I'm pretty sure we have 32 and they have 81.
Okay, yeah. That's 49. So, yeah. Wow. A lot of football players down there at Liberty Benton. So the Eagles getting ready to kick it off to the Aces. Camaso, Tunis, Thiel back deep. They squibbed it along the ground for the opening kickoff. We'll see what they're going to do this time around. And this time they put their foot into it. And it's going to come down, and it's going to, and I think Camaso might have just given him, Camaso ran back. The ball was going to die inside the 5-yard line. Mason Camaso ran back and grabbed the ball and then tried to run it out and nearly got tackled in the end zone, which would have been not good. But he manages to get back out to the 1-yard line before they take him down. So he puts the Aces into a deep hole. Yeah, they're going to be in the shadow of their own goalposts here to start this offensive series. 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line.
This isn't a good start to this game.
Yeah, the Aces are going to have to work in this one. Well, like we said before, the Aces have shown their offense can move the ball against Liberty Benton. Pass overthrown. Camaso, the intended receiver, that's incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Aces showed in their first offensive possession that they can move the ball against this Liberty Benton Eagles team. They're just going to have to be really careful holding on to the ball. And, of course, it doesn't help to be in a hole like they are right here. But like I said, this is a big game, neutral site, and it's going to maybe take a while to get their legs underneath them. Powering up the middle and maybe getting a yard or two.
It was Jake, I think.
Greer with the quarterback keeper. So gets them a yard, not much breathing room, and that brings up 3rd down and 9. Benton can hold them and force a punt here, they're going to have some nice field position to work with. Greer back in his own end zone, gets the ball away. It's caught. Nice open field, and off to the races goes Comiso. Comiso across the 45-yard line, and they bring him down, looks like about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I would say so.
Nice catch and run, and Comiso, ball delivered right to him. And
49.
so all the way out to the 49-yard line. So the Aces get themselves out of a big hole there. Almost a lateral out to Tunis. Tunis gets across the 50-yard line to about the 48 of Liberty Benton. That'll be a pickup of about 3. Bring up second down and about 7 for the Aces. Bit of a hurry-up look, no huddle for Hicksville. Greer again dropping back, and that was intercepted. Right through the hands of Parker Thiel and right into the hands of Will Poling, number 6, the senior defensive back, who went into the end zone not too long ago. Picks off the pass, and that's the second turnover of the night for the Aces. So the turnover bug is biting Hicksville early on here in the first quarter. Still 7:43 to go here in the opening act, and Aces down by 7, and turn the ball over again as Greer throws an interception. So fumble and an interception.
Short pass.
And that's a short pass off the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete.
I didn't see who it was.
I think that was Dylan,
Yeah.
number 3.
We'll see who goes over that way.
But the incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Again, ball at the Liberty Benton 33-yard line.
I think it was 16.
May working out of the shotgun. And he's going to hang on to the ball himself, get out to about the 35-yard line. So May will pick up a couple. That'll make it 3rd and 8. Eagles will break huddle. Clock continues to roll. May back in the shotgun again. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw. May puts the ball in the air. It is caught and taken down inside the 20-yard line. And I think that was Poling with making the grab again.
Yep, it was.
Will Poling, their senior wide receiver, gets them all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now they're going to say the 16-yard line. As just like that, the Eagles are going to turn the Aces' interception into another scoring opportunity here. Man in motion for the Eagles. Snap, the quarterback keeper, a flag thrown in the backfield. He got down to about the 14-yard line, but we'll see if this is coming back.
I think this is a holding penalty.
It looks, the flag was thrown, and it's going to be a chop block against the Eagles. So that will back them up. Moves them all the way back to the 31-yard line as they'll get the 15-yard penalty. May will bring the play in from the sideline. Poling, the dangerous wide receiver, is out on the near side towards us. Man in motion and a handoff.
To number, I think it was 11.
And that would be Justin Risner. So Risner will get him a couple of yards down to the 28. Pickup of about 3. to make it 2nd and 22 for the Eagles, as we are now past the halfway point of this first quarter. Rolling out, looking downfield. He's got a cannon of an arm and broken up at the last minute. What a nice play by Tunis as he comes in at the last minute and bats the ball away for the incompletion. Otherwise, that had been another 6 points. Nice throw.
At first, I thought it was going to be an interception.
Came close. That was Poling. Like I said, credit Tunis on that one for backing him up. 3rd and 22. And they're going to go to the air again. Short pass. They hit Poling, and he is taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well short of the first down. They have to get all the way down to about the 7-yard line to be able to move the chains. So that'll make it 4th and 16. And looks like they're going to go for the field goal. Dobbins is the holder. Excuse me, Sadler is the holder. And he made it. About a 34-yard field goal. And that puts the Eagles up now 10-0 over the Aces with 4:50 left to go here in our opening quarter. So the Aces back on their heels a little bit, needing to regroup, and their offense has been working okay. They just need to hang on to the football. They'll get the ball back here shortly, and while we've got a moment, we'll say a big thank you to, again, our football broadcast underwriters making our playoff coverage possible. They include the Hicksville Bank, Crawl Insurance, Alliance Tax Services, and Hicksville's Community Memorial Hospital, along with, of course, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford in Hicksville, Ohio. Eagles get ready to kick it off to the Aces once again. And again, you've got Comiso and Tunis. Parker Thiel are the 3 deep men. They're a little bit deeper this time than they were the first kickoff.
Yep. Because I know that they know that the kicker can kick, which is number 7.
Yep. He can put his foot into it. That's Eli Heister. And Heister is going to punch it down, and it'll be caught by Comiso at about the 5-yard line. Comiso working his way up near the 20.
I think he's on the 20.
So I think that's where they'll mark him, and the Aces will go back on offense, 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line with 4:43 to go here in our opening quarter. This Division 6 Regional Semifinal game. Again, coming to you from Fred Brown Stadium here, the Defiance High School Athletic Complex, in the midst of their rebuilding project. Awesome facility. Just a pleasure to come here to call a game.
It's a long walk up here, though.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of steps. Greer dropping back. Puts the ball in the air. Caught by Thiel between 2 defenders. What a great catch. Thiel catches it, and they take him out of bounds at the Liberty Benton 47-yard line. So the Aces, nice play. Pickup of about 33 on the play. Greer handing it off up the middle across the 45-yard line down to the 44.
I think
that was Comiso, I think, with the carry. So 2nd and 7 now for the Aces. Greer looking downfield, and again a pass, and it's caught on the run by Tunis.
Touchdown.
He turns on the jets and goes into the end zone. Hayton Tunis catches it going across the middle with a wide open field in front of him, and he scampers the rest of the way to pay dirt, and that gets the goose egg off the scoreboard, and the Aces close the gap a little bit make it a 4-point lead, 10-6. And here comes Victor Coate.
It's not looking like last week's game at all now.
Well, they were saying that last week's game was probably going to be a little on the lopsided side. And this game, they expected to be a pretty good one, evenly matched. Coate puts the ball up, and it's good. It's a bit low, but he makes it through, splits the uprights, and it's 10-7. So the Aces answer. The Eagles get into the end zone. Tunis with the catch and run.
With a wide open middle.
Yep, and we got a 3-point game now. Liberty Benton on top 10-7 now, but the Eagles are going to get the ball back here, and the Aces will be kicking off to Liberty for the first time here this evening. 3:49 left to go in our opening quarter on a wintry night.
Feels like winter.
Yeah, they're saying we could get record cold today and tomorrow.
I've heard we're supposed to get snow tonight.
Yeah, maybe some snow. Oh, we're just supposed to say the S word. But yes.
Don't say that word around here.
All right, Benton. Rose and Greer are their kick returners. They should be back deep. Numbers 1 and 22. Marshall Rose and Connor Greer. And this is going to be a low squibber that's going to be caught at about the 31-yard line and returned out to about the 43 or 44.
Yep.
Didn't see which up player was the one that made the grab. But doesn't really matter.
Nope.
Liberty Benton hangs on to the ball, and they get out to, looks like they're going to mark it at about the 44-yard line.
44.
So their own 44-yard line, and the Eagles will set up shop, first and 10. Quarterback Austin May handing it off to running back number 1, Marshall Rose. And he'll pick up about 3. Take him out to about the 47-yard line. Make it second and about 7. Bring the play in from the sideline. May takes the snap. Hand off. Nothing doing. He might have got to the 50-yard line. So he might pick up about another 3 on the play. Looks like about 2. So that's going to make it third and about 4 or 5 yards. Yeah. They're going to spot it on the 49-yard line. So, yep, that'll make it third and 5. Liberty Benton needs to get the ball to the Aces' 46-yard line to move the chains. May puts a man in motion, takes a snap, hand off, first down and more. Got him by the ankles and saved a big play.
He ate the dirt.
But they'll take him down at the Aces' 41-yard line, and that'll be good enough for Liberty Benton Eagles' first down.
That's been the first time we've had to say that.
So closing in on 2 minutes remaining here in our opening quarter. Liberty Benton leading the Aces 10-7. May again putting a man in motion, hands the football to him, tries to turn the corner and gets about 2, maybe 3 yards. Oh, he's still loose. He got out of there somehow, and he's into the end zone. So
I'm confused.
I'm not sure exactly what happened there. I thought they had him, but evidently they didn't. He squirted through, and he zips down into the end zone. So with 1:39 to go, They tack on 6 more, and here comes Easter to see if he can make it a 7-point lead, or a 10-point lead again. Kick is good, no doubt about that. So just like that, the Eagles managed to avoid a tackle that looked like it was a sure thing.
Yeah.
Their running back gets out of a crowd and runs about 40 yards into the end zone and puts the Eagles up again by 10, 17-7. Minute 39 left in the opening quarter. The Aces getting ready to get back on offense. And once again, find themselves on the short end of the scoreboard and needing to get into the end zone to stay within striking distance here.
Hospital emergency departments treat over 45,000 sports-related eye injuries every year. More than half are suffered by players under 18. Eye protection can reduce the risk of eye injuries by at least 90%. Visit the Play Hard Don't Quit website, www.playhardearvalley.com to learn more.
So the Eagles will break their huddle. The last 2 times they've kicked it off, they've put their leg into it.
He's going for the kick.
And Heister lining up. And Heister, again, going to put a little less on that one, and they're going to stop that play. And it'll be offsides on Liberty Benton, so they'll back up and kick again. So they'll move them back. And they'll kick from the 35-yard line this time around. A 5-yard penalty. So far, not a lot of flags thrown in this game.
I think there's only been
Chop
2.
block against the Eagles, and then they jumped off sides, and then they were off sides for this. So there have only been 3 penalty flags, and all 3 have gone against Liberty Benton so far this evening. So Heister going to line it up for a second time. And he'll put his leg into it, and Comiso will catch it at about the 16-yard line. Comiso across the 20. Mason looking to make a cut, gets across the 30. Runs into some trouble, and they'll bring him down about the 35-yard line on the far sideline. And that's where the Aces will set up shop, 1st and 10. 1:28 to go here in our opening quarter. Must tasted good, huh?
Yeah.
.128 to go, and Greer working the shotgun. Handoff, and nothing doing. And the ball loose, but they're going to say he was already down. So no gain on the play, and the ball comes loose, but after the whistle was blown, so no turnover. Aces retain the ball. It'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
3 receivers to our side.
Greer looking downfield, and he's in a world of trouble. Greer's going to try to get back what he can, but they get him in the backfield, and Jake Greer gets dropped for a loss for the first time tonight. And that'll move them all the way back to the 33-yard line to make it 3rd and about 12. So the Aces facing a 3rd and long. Comiso dotting the I behind Greer. 3 wide receivers out on the near side towards us, 1 on the far side. Greer, quick hitter, and he's going to be taken down right away. That was Langham, made the grab, but Langham got brought down right at the 35-yard line. That'll make it 4th and 10, and I think Greer's going to put on his punting shoe. And before that happens, though, time will expire, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So we've played the first 12 minutes here at Fred J. Brown Stadium at Defiance High School, and after one, it's the Eagles of Liberty Benton leading the Hicksville Aces in this Division VI Regional Semifinal game, 17-7. And while we have some time here between quarters, we'll take some time to once again say a big thank you to all of our football broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible, especially during the playoff season where we have to cover broadcast license fees from the OHSAA and travel expenses. And so our underwriting support is what makes it possible for us to go and bring you all these games on Hicksville Community Television. Of course, we want to thank the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships being with us the entire season. All of our Aces football coverage, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. And we also want to say a big thank you to the Hicksville Rotary Club, Community Memorial Hospital, the Hicksville Athletic Boosters, Alliance Tax Services, the First Federal Hicksville Branch, Crawl Insurance, and our good friends at the Hicksville Bank. The punt is blocked, and it's scooped up, and a spin move knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Greer not able to clear the punt. It's blocked. Benton recovers and takes it down to the 5-yard line where they will have it first and goal. Things just not going the Aces' way early on here in this game tonight. They've had an intercepted pass, a lost fumble, and now a blocked punt. So Benton will come out, and they're going to look to make it burn and try to add to their 10-point lead here. May inside the 5, down to about the 4, where it'll be second and goal.
Second down goal. All the 4-yard line.
Early on here in the second quarter, May's going to work up under center. Man in motion. Handoff. And that's another touchdown for the Liberty Benton Eagles. As they'll now go up 23-7. So the Aces finding themselves in a big hole here now. If this kick is good, they're going to be facing a 17-point deficit here. Kick is up and good. 24-7. Again, a 17-point lead now for the Liberty Benton Eagles, as the Aces will look to get back on offense and see if they can get something going. They've had it work for them one time. Peyton Tunis has been able to get into the end zone for one touchdown. And you can't help but wonder if it hadn't been for that intercepted pass or the fumble inside the 5-yard line, it might be a much closer game, but that's the way the ball bounces. And with it being that weird oblate spheroid of a football, it can bounce in pretty weird ways.
Yeah, it can.
Aces will get ready to receive the ball. Again. They'll have Camiso, Thiel, and Tunis back deep.
Camiso and Thiel deep for Hicksville. Tunis to kick off for Liberty Benton.
Easter's going to tee it up. Easter just a junior, so he's got a year of eligibility left. Pretty good kicker. And he pounds it down where Camiso, and we're going to be another stoppage here and another offsides. You can tell they're anxious. They're trying to stay warm. They're jumping ahead of the kicker twice now. They've done it. So they'll back him up to the 35-yard line, and we'll have another kick. That one went all the way down to the 8-yard line. That's where Comiso caught it. So we'll reset and go to do it one more time. Eagles will break their huddle once again. And that'll be kind of a short one, and it'll be caught by Tunis. And Peyton out across the 35-yard line, and he'll be brought down at about the, looks like about the 39 is where they're going to mark it. So a nice return from Tunis. Short kick. And the Aces will have decent field position to start this offensive series. 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line with 10 minutes and 59 seconds to go here in the first half of this regional semifinal football game. Greer takes the snap, quick throw, caught, wrapped up right away. And Comiso got the ball, and I think they're going to give him forward progress to about midfield. So he'll pick up 5. That'll make it 2nd and 5 for the Aces, right at the midfield stripe. Greer, quick hitter out to Tunis. Tunis wrapped up right away, and he manages to wiggle free and dive forward for a couple more. That'll take it out to the 47-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 2. Greer going to try to get it himself, and he's not gonna. Might have got one of the 2 yards that he needs, and it'll make it 4th and 1 for the Aces. Greer, the quarterback keeper, just tried to power it straight ahead, and the Eagles were waiting for him. So it's 4th and 1 now. And it's decision time for the Aces. They're down by 17.
They're going for it.
And it looked like they're going to go for it here.
Smart idea.
And they're not going to make it. Greer hung on to the ball himself. Got back to about the line of scrimmage, and I think that they're going to give it up to Liberty Benton on downs. We'll see where they place it. And, yep. So the Eagles hold, and the Aces turn it over on down. They are unable to convert on a 4th and 1.
That's sad.
So Liberty Benton back on offense at the Aces 48-yard line. 9.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Austin May will drop back into the shotgun. He'll drop back. Good pass protection. And nice catch made by number 11, Justin Risner. Risner makes the grab down around the 20-yard line, excuse me, the 15-yard line. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10 Eagles at the Aces 15. Austin May, split backs on either side of him. Handing it off. Number 22. That's Connor Greer, and Greer down to about the 10-yard line. That'll make it a 2nd and 5. conversation over on the sideline between May and the coach. He brings in the play. Break huddle. 12 seconds left on the play clock. Plenty of time. Split backs either side of May. Once again, puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. May's going to hang on to it himself. Quick stutter move, and he dives forward down to about the 6-yard line. That'll be about a yard shy of a first down. So a 3rd and 1 now for the Eagles at the Aces 6-yard line. May drops the ball, and he recovers his own fumble, but he'll get swarmed under and taken down by the Aces behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 2.
4th and 3.
So that'll make it a 4th and 3, as Ben said. I'm pretty sure they'll be in 4-down territory here. And again, you know, if a team goes up by 30 or more points and they kick in the continuous clock, which puts the team on the short end of the scoreboard in an even direr situation. And that's going to be timeout called by the Eagles. There's a lot of movement on the line, and I think the coach was just worried that they might pick up an offsides or a false start, So Liberty Benton will take the first timeout of the first half. They'll have 2 remaining. Score 24-7 with the Eagles early on here with this game well in hand and things under control. Our playoff football coverage here on Hicksville Community Television brought to you by our good friends at the Hicksville Bank, proudly serving the Hicksville community. Also, Alliance Tax Services. They reminding you Christmas Cruise Through opens up for everyone the weekend after Thanksgiving. And, of course, you can have your own private showing, so to speak, and join them for their spaghetti dinner with a free preview of the Cruise Through included on November the 18th. Also going to say a huge thank you to the Hicksville Rotary Club and the Hicksville Athletic Boosters, proudly supporting all Aces athletics. And, of course, Jim Schmidt Family of Automotive Dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. 4th and 3 from the 8-yard line for the Liberty Benton Eagles. May hangs onto the ball himself, cuts in, nice move into the end zone, touchdown. Wow, Austin May gets the job done. He scampers in from 8 yards out. And the Eagles score again. That makes it 30-7 as they go up by 23. And again, Heister will come in to see if he can make it a 24-point differential. Snap, kick up, and looks good. It is. 31-7. Hicksville down by 24 with still 6 minutes and 46 seconds to go here in our first half. So the Aces going to have their work cut out for them for the balance of this game.
In the second half.
They're going to have a lot to talk about in the halftime locker room. Like I said, they've got a hard row to hoe here if they're going to try to make it back and potentially move on to a regional final game next Friday. First things first, though, Ace is about to get the ball back and a chance to cut in to the Liberty Benton Eagles lead. The last 2 times they've kicked off, the Eagles have gone off sides. We'll see if they get that straightened out this time around. Thiel, Comiso, and Peyton Tunis, the deep men for the Aces. And again, number 7, Eli Heister, kicker for the Liberty Benton Eagles. Heister boots it way down to the 9-yard line where it's caught by Comiso. Comiso across the 20. Comiso looking to cut back, and he gets taken down at about the 27, 28-yard line. They're going to put him right at the 28-yard line where it'll be Aces ball, first and 10. So here come the Aces offense, Jake Greer and company, down by 24, needing to make something happen here on this offensive series to get back into the game. Hand off to Tunis. Tunis around the corner. Tunis still on his feet, out to about the 44, 45-yard line. On the far side. I think they're going to mark him at the 44. That'll be good enough for an Aces first down. That's where they'll put the nose of the football. Hicksville's ball, first and 10. Greer puts a man in motion again. Greer hangs on to the ball himself. This time Jake gets a little running room, and he'll be out near midfield. Pickup of about 5. So Jake Greer, quarterback keeper, picks up 5 for the Aces and gives them a 2nd and 5 to work with here. Again, Hicksville with the hurry up, no huddle. And Greer launches it.
Ooh, that one-hand
and one-hand attempt. They're not as easy to make as they make it look in the pros. Thiel got a hand on it, couldn't bring it in. That'll bring up 3rd down.
It looked like he had it from up here.
And he was kind of lucky too, because he got his arm on it. It was bouncing around a little bit, and he had a couple of defenders right there. So the good news was that it was an incompletion. 3rd down, and that one gets batted down. Greer trying to do a quick hitter over the middle. I think it was Comiso that was cutting across the middle of the field. Batted down to the turf. And that brings up 4th down. 4th and 4 for the Aces.
You had too many 4s in there.
4th and 4 for the Aces.
Yeah. You had 3 4s.
And timeout, Liberty Benton. So the Eagles are going to take their 2nd timeout with 5:47 to go here in the half. I guess they're going to probably talk about contingencies, what they want to do if the Aces go for it. And Hicksville probably is going to try to pick up the first down here. And they're probably working on what they'll do then if they can hold the Aces and get the ball back, because they'll have decent field position if they prevent the Aces from getting the first down. Aces need to get the ball to the Liberty Benton 46-yard line to get the first down. And again, when you're down by 24, not a lot of options. Greer takes the snap, drops back, ball caught. That'll move the chains. Thiel gets down to the 41-yard line. So that'll give the Aces first down. Fresh set of downs, a nice catch. Parker Thiel. So out to the 41-yard line of Liberty Benton. 5.5 minutes to go before halftime. Clock running. And that should be an easy 5 yards again as the hard count gets motion out of the Liberty Center, or the Liberty Benton Eagles. They go into the neutral zone, and that'll back them up 5 yards. So that'll give Hicksville a 1st and 5 now from the 36-yard line. Greer takes the snap. And again, it looks like they lost the ball, and they did. Greer, another handoff. They tried to go up the middle, and the ball gets knocked loose, and the Eagles take it away. Second fumble lost tonight by the Aces. And just like that, the Aces' offensive drive is brought to an abrupt end, and Liberty Benton will take over. 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line.
1st and 10 Eagles from the 37.
5:08 to go. In what has been a long first half for the Hicksville Aces. May drops back, and he's launching it down the field, and that nearly intercepted.
Pass is incomplete.
And that was Langham that was right there, nearly picking it off. Incomplete.
Prisoner of the intended receipt.
Or maybe that was Sanderson, number 9. I think it was Sanderson, number 9, that nearly made the interception.
Yeah, who's ever over here?
The 8 and the 9 look kind of the same from way up here on the second level. May with the quarterback keeper. He finds a nice hole, and he's off to the races, and he's gone. Nobody is going to catch him as he'll scamper into the end zone, and that's going to put the Aces in a world of hurt.
Because now they're up by 30.
As that'll give them a 29-point lead. They'll go up by 30. And we're going to get ready for the extra point here, and then we're going to take a quick break so we can switch tapes. So the score makes it 37-7, and the extra point will make it 38-7, a 31-point lead with 4:50 to go. We'll get ready for the kickoff to the Aces.
With the non-stop clock.
Yep, and we'll take a quick break here. We'll switch tapes. We'll be right back on HIX-TV. Back with you. As again, the Eagles from Liberty Benton getting ready to kick off to the Hicksville Aces. Had to add another layer here, starting to get a little brisk up in the press box. Eagles up by 31. So the Aces are going to want to put some more points on the board to avoid the continuous clock. Kick caught by Comiso at the 11-yard, or by Field at the 11-yard line. He hands it off
Which was a bad
to
idea.
Tunis, who gets out to about the 20. So Field made the grab, cut up Field, handed it off to Tunis. Tunis brought down at the 20-yard line, where it'll be Aces ball, 1st and 10. Jake Greer dropping back in the shotgun. They need to move down the field quickly and get some points on the board. Ball off the hands and incomplete.
Close.
So Comiso not able to haul it in. So that'll make it 2nd and 10. Greer. Again, a quick hitter. Not much there, maybe a couple. So Greer and the Aces facing now a 3rd and long, 3rd and 8, 22-yard line. Greer drops back again.
Got him.
And a hard count. Whistles. And that's going to be against the Aces, though. False start. So that'll lose them 5. And their 3rd and 8 goes to 3rd and 13.
Jeez.
All right, feeling a little better now with the gloves on. Greer dropping back, looking downfield. He's going to unload. He's going to overthrow his receiver, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
13.
And they're going to need to punt from deep in their own end of the field. So again, the Aces just not able to make anything happen offensively. They get backed up with an offside or with a false start. The last time Greer attempted a punt, it was blocked.
It's going to be
3:45 before halftime. Snap. Kick is up. It's a high arcer, and it's going to come down and take a nice bounce for the Aces. They'll down it right in midfield.
I thought the clock didn't stop running.
Change of possession will stop the clock.
Oh.
3:34. And Benton will get the ball back at the 50-yard line. Up by 31. They'll break huddle and get ready to get things going here. Snap, dropping back, May. Again, May unloads. Caught. A nice catch, and the ball pops loose at the end, but they're going to say he had it under control. But he hit the ground, and the ball got popped loose by the turf all the way down to the 20-yard line. And I think that was Dillon, their wide receiver, making the nice catch, number 3. So 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line now for the Eagles. Handoff inside the 20, inside the 10, still on his feet. Carried down inside the 5.
Marshall
Nice
Rose.
run by Marshall Rose, number 1. Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
Rose takes it down to the 3-yard line, or maybe the 2. Now they're going to mark him at the 2 with forward progress. 1st and goal for Liberty Benton. Looking to put an exclamation point on this first half here.
I think they already have.
They'll break huddle. They have been the dominant team so far here in the first 24 minutes of football, no doubt about it. And into the end zone they go. Touchdown, Liberty Benton with 2:29 left to go in this first half. And that puts them up now 44-7. Easter will come out. For the 6th time tonight. See if he can split the uprights. And he does. 45-7 with 2 minutes, 29 seconds left in the opening half. As we've been playing football now in actual time for just a little over an hour. 7:30 kickoff. It's 8:31 now, so About an hour worth of football right now. Aces look to get the ball back. Like I said, and they're going to have lots to talk about in the locker room. They need to see if they can. They need to figure out some way to try to stop the Liberty Benton offense, and they need to again get their offense up and running. And like I said, the turnovers have really hurt the Aces here in this first half. 2 lost fumbles and an interception and a blocked punt, all of which translated into touchdowns for the Liberty Benton Eagles. So right there, that's 28 points. Another nice kick, caught at the 11-yard line. Thiel's going to hang on to it himself this time and take it out to about the 23-yard line. So 23-yard line, first and 10 for the Aces. Aaron, the back beside Jake Greer, puts Peyton Tunis in motion. Greer hangs on to the ball himself and tries to make a cut. Not much there, gets out to about the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of a couple. Greer's had a lot of success this season with that sharp cut and being able to break himself free on the quarterback keeper, but the Eagles have been ready for him so far tonight. Again, Greer dropping back, and this time he's going to launch it. Got a man, and it's off the hands and incomplete. Kind of looking for a flag there, but nothing doing as the Liberty Benton player got his feet tangled up with the Aces player running down the field, but no whistle, no foul. Well, that'll make it 3rd down and 8. .146, and again, with the margin of victory, with the margin, I should say, the margin of the score, we're going to have a continuous clock to deal with in the second half. Still on his feet and trying to make something happen. That was, I think, Langham that had the ball, and he gets out to about the 29-yard line, where it'll be 4th and 2. Actually, 4th and a long 2, almost 3 yards. And the Aces really cannot afford to try to go for it this close and not make it. So
4th and 4.
So on a 4th and 4, they're going to punt it away and hopefully run out this clock. They get the punt away, caught at the 40-yard line, return to the 50, Aces 40, and out of bounds at about, looks like about the 43-yard line with 49.9 seconds left here in our first half. The Liberty Benton Eagles marching band made the trip with the football team. The Aces Pride marching band is here as well, and they'll be performing and providing a little entertainment here at halftime. So ball on the Aces 36-yard line, 1st and 10, and it looks like Benton is just going to be taking a knee. Number 54, Andrew Carrier, just came across the line. Carrier was going to see if he might be able to make something happen there. Nothing doing. The Aces aren't going to call timeout, and the Eagles are going to be willing to just take another snap here and another knee and go into the locker room with a very comfortable 30 or 45-7 lead. And the Aces, they're ready for a break too. So the final seconds are going to tick away here in what has been a Liberty Benton Eagle dominated first half in this Division VI regional semifinal. We've reached halftime, and at the midway point, it's the Eagles leading the Hicksville Aces 45-7.